matchup on tap as the Cleveland Browns taking on the New York Jets.
AFC East. Browns don't even know the East. What are you talking about?
The kicker, Justin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought down inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped to the 17. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And everyone's scared. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain in the game's first play. And it's second down now. Then he got off the end very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just boom, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now it's second and 10.
26.
Now Rodgers. He completes it to Garrett Wilson. The catch and run pays off 29 yards. Rodgers now first down. He's going to launch this thing right field. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly going to bring drive right into.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put it in the defender's mind early in the game. We're going to press them deep into your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to take another shot here. That's inside the 20. Big yards outside 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Into the red zone, Rodgers. Now Rodgers. Rolling to his right.
It's been a good opening drive defensively thus far, but you know they don't waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on third and 2.
And again it's Rodgers.
That's got to be complete.
That is certainly one of the plays those extra defenders on the field. Dive package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
They'll run for it.
after the touchdown at Sirline. He'll kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he gets to the 23.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Team's already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of their stride?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson eluding the pressure right. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. On 4th down, Corey Bajorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. This is taken at the 23. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
They're on the 41-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4.
Hey, 88. Hey, black.
Throwing is Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Get 300! Get 300!
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Time to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Rodgers going to throw. The 20. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
26. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, 626. Back north.
Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Inside.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive offensive line coaches we've ever met. I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Watson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll try the air now with Watson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of first down around the 22. But Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this goal?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Jump out! Also, over here. Hey, Mike. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now it's Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Hey, 88. Flip again.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. That is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Elijah Moore, 31 yards. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Get 300! Get 300! 150!
To throw is Rodgers. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. To throw is Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And trouble trying to middle here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Brings their line to kick off for the Jets.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's Watson now on second down. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Call it a gain of a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Back to throw, Watson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Eccles. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Watson's pass intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And now they're in the hurry-up.
He was brought down by Anthony Walker.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Cook is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On
second down. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Touchdown Jets. Nico Hardman from 17 yards out. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
Take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
2nd and 7. Here's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10. Cook up the gut. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
In motion right is Wilson. Cook following the penalty. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Jets are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Oh, the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Watson now to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now it's Watson, escaping the pressure right. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
To throw on third down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Out to the right here to Wilson. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson from 4 yards out. And the Jets will add to their fourth-quarter lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They set up the screen to Chubb, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. That is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. I'm surprised with the lead in a run-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
To throw, Watson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
The nice thing is that you still got all your timeouts in the middle of the field. That should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Rolling to his right. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Watson. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful, and we've got ourselves a tie football game. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, flex. Get 300. Get Mike.
They start the drive with Cook. Taking it right down Broadway. He's on his way. Dalvin Cook. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Watson to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Run, right! Kick 30! Zip!
Rodgers looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense